Good afternoon, everyone. I am Specialist Lambertson, and today I will be conducting individual training. Today's lesson will be how to conduct surveillance without the use of electronic devices. Okay, today's lesson is on classified. Risk assessment for the classroom portion, low. Risk assessment for the outdoor portion is also going to be low. Environmental concerns. In the classroom right now, we don't really have any. Once we actually go out into the field, we're going to have a few that we need to look out for. It's Georgia, summertime. Fire ants, snakes, spiders, wildlife. Leave it all alone. If you realize we're about to put you down in a big old fire ants nest, say something, speak up. We can adjust. All right, it's about 85 degrees right now. Make sure you're drinking water and wearing sunscreen. All right, remember, it is the job and personal responsibility of every DoD personnel, okay, to leave the environment in which we found it. Okay, we're not going to go out there destroying the land. We're not going to go out there messing with the wildlife. All right, so today's lesson, how to conduct surveillance without the use of electronic devices. Okay, this is a very important lesson. Surveillance is a level 1 task in the United States Army. Every soldier is expected to be able to conduct surveillance regardless of your rank or MOS. Okay, everyone should be able to call up a salute report after conducting surveillance. If you don't know what a salute report is, we'll get you there. Okay. So your tasks, conditions, and standards. Your task is to perform surveillance without the aid of electronic devices. Conditions: you are a member of a fire team in a defensive position and must conduct surveillance within your assigned sector. Okay. Standards: identify potential activity indicators and conduct a visual search of your assigned sector. Submit your salute report as required. Okay, class, it's very important to realize something here. The whole point of doing this is to report something back to your higher command. Okay, whether that be your platoon leader, your company commander, or your battalion or brigade commander. You are the eyes and ears of that officer that's in charge, whether it be your PL, company commander, or BC. You're the eyes and ears. They cannot have their own eyes and ears out there on the battlefield. Okay, you have to realize the battlefield is always a evolving entity. It's always changing. All right, and commanders need to be able to make split-second decisions like that based off of different situations. They don't know what's going on out there. If we down here as NCOs, we're not staying on our guys, making sure that they're conducting these surveillances right, and if we're not sending up proper salute reports, okay? So, to identify potential activity indicators, okay, what is a potential activity indicator? It can be something as vehicle tracks, footprints, boot prints, broken brush, okay, anything that looks like there's been recent human activity in that area. Trash, spent casings, brass, anything shiny, anything that doesn't look natural. Okay. How are you going to look for these? Well, you need to perform a observation within your sector. Okay. During the daytime, we have two options. We have the rapid scan and the detailed search technique. Well, the rapid scan is done by this. You look out about 100 meters if you're able. All right. You're going to break your sector up into different zones and different distances, okay, depending on how far out you can see. In each zone or sector within your own sector, you're going to look from right to left, left to right, slowly. All right, and you're going to stop at short intervals. All right, so I'm going to look here, and look here, and here, go back. What's that doing? It's allowing my eyes time to catch any kind of movement, anything like that. Okay. Also, looking up and down, especially in the woods, can help you. Okay. Humans, our eyes are designed to look side to side, not up and down. So if we look up and down, we're more likely to see something that if we were to look side to side, we would miss. Excuse me. Okay. You're going to continue this method until everything within your sector is scanned. Okay, now you also have something called the slow scan method. All right, this is a detailed search technique. Detailed search technique. Detailed. I cannot stress that enough. Detailed. All right, you need to pay attention to some of the following: likely enemy positions, vehicle approaches of avenues of approach. Sorry, dismounted patrol avenues of approach, target signatures, road junctions, hills, lone buildings, things of that nature. Areas with cover and concealment, tree lines, hills, things like that. You need to look out for those. You need to note those. You need to make either a mental note or write it down. Okay? So that's for daytime. Okay? Remember, most of our operations in the Army take place at night. It's just more of a tactical advantage for us. Most of our current operations are done at night. Right? The enemy doesn't have a very good night vision capabilities like we do. Or I should say the current fight that we're fighting. Okay? So, to conduct a limited visibility observation post or surveillance, you need to adapt yourself to the dark. The way you do that is you can stay in a dark area for 30 minutes, or you can move in a red lit area for 20 minutes, then a dark area for 10 minutes. Night vision scan. Okay, look left to right or right to left in a slow scanning movement with irregular eye movements. Shift your eyes from one center point to the next and continue to pick up your objects in your peripheral field of vision. All right. Once we have done this, and once we actually find anything worth reporting, you're always going to report something, whether it's nothing found. I don't have anything worthy of reporting, right? Or you need to submit a salute report. Now, if you don't know what a salute report is, it would behoove you to write this down. You're going to hear this term for the rest of your Army career. I promise you. All right. Salute. S-A-L-U-T-E. Just like salute. Okay. Stands for size, activity, location, unit identification, time, and equipment. Okay? So, size. Use what we have currently in the Army, in the U.S. Army. Everyone in the Army knows what a fire team, squad, platoon, company, battalion size element looks like. Okay? Even if the enemy doesn't call themselves a fire team, okay, we know it as a fire team. So just call it up how you see it. If you see 3 or 4 guys, let them know, hey, I got a couple fire teams right down here. I got a squad down here. Okay? Activity. What are these guys doing? Are they burying bombs? Are they pulling guard? Are they digging? Are they cutting down trees? Are they making fighting positions? Are they refueling trucks? Or do they have a truck? Okay, location. Where are they at? Now, I've seen this one where people have called up a salute report and they have their own 8-digit grids, but they were actually looking at a target through a high-powered rifle scope that was about a half a click away to a click away. Okay? That being said, make sure it's the enemy's location to the best of your ability. Unit identification. Something as simple as a unit patch, a flag, rank. Okay? Even if they couldn't see U.S. Army, my third ID patch, or my U.S. flag, all they would have to do is look at that rank right there. Google it, all right, and be like, oh, that's a specialist rank. Oh, and he's an American? Oh, the only people that wear that rank are E4s in the Army. There's an E4 out there, chances are he's got NCOs. Okay, there's an operation going on out there. You see why unit identification is so important? Unit identification can also mean military, branch, things like that. It's important to know who you're going up against. Okay? Time. Simple. What time is it when you're observing all these things going down? Equipment. Big one. Weapons, food, water, trucks, radio equipment, communication equipment. All right. Do they have an OE-254 set up next to an aid station with 6 FLAs, 2 Humvees, and a TOC? Okay. Do they have 6, 7 AK-47s, a RPK, 2 RPGs, 8 mortar tubes, anti-tank weapons, anti-aircraft weapons, things like that? All right. Do you see a deuce and a half or an LMTV pulling up with a bunch of food? All right. So that being said, there you go. So now, if what we'll do is we'll go out to the field portion and I'll actually demonstrate these things for you. All right, I'll be right back. Line X-rays, bloodhound, come in, over. Line X-ray, I have a sleep report. Prepare to copy, over. I have one enemy fire team. Right. Currently, it looks like one of them is digging in the four-way intersection next to a guard shack. Looks like he's digging or putting 2 or 3 sandbags in the hole. Right. Location: Golf Alpha 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, 7. Break. Unit identification. They were wearing civilian clothing. Nothing else to follow on the identification. Right. Time: 13:15. Right. Equipment: 2 AK-47, 1 RPK, 2 RPGs, shovels, water, a pickup truck, and a radio. How copy? Over. Alright, so as you can see, I went ahead, I was in my position where my squad leader had told me. He gave me my sector to scan. So I scanned it for a few minutes, and then what I did was I wrote down anything that I saw, and then I called up to higher up and let them know my salute situation or my salute report. Okay, so with that being said, if I don't have any questions, I'm going to let each and every one of you practice for 15 minutes. Okay, after we practice for the 15 minutes, I will go ahead and grade each and every one of you on how you do it. All right, if there's anyone that fails the iteration, that's okay. We'll just go ahead and train you up on what you need to know. All right, thank you.